Are we ready? Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, hold on, I gotta fart. Oh, okay. There we go. Hello, I'm Seth Troxler, and welcome to Flirting with Friendship. My guest today is Felipe Pantone, a friend that we're flirting in a way with friendship, exactly, right? Yeah, we met in Brazil. It was just saying, I was like, hey, you're cool. This is nice. Very relaxed.
Maybe we'll go to bed soon, but not yet.
Not yet. We're still looking, we're going to go out to dinner later.
Yeah.
Not a
candles,
cheap date.
No
candles. So great to have you on. And we're just going to sit here and become friends, basically.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's, we were talking about before that we're always flirting with life, no? And with friends, we're just picking things and
it's just like keeping that
life better.
That 1 foot in the pool, right? You're like, oh, is it warm enough?
And then you do this.
Oh yeah, like the tap on the face, right? We're in Ibiza. Actually, we're in my parents' house.
That's wild.
This is funny, right? This is how they kept it. Like all the time.
They used to watch TV a lot.
It explains a lot about me, right? This is exactly how their house was. But so first, like you're from Argentina, right? Mm-hmm. You got into graffiti, like about what age?
Dude, I used to be crazy about graffiti and painting and everything. Now,
so it's like teenage, right?
Yeah. I came to Spain when I was 6 for the first time. Then I went back to Argentina and I came back forever when I was 9. And I was, just thinking about graffiti. And now you just said that about, artists from different disciplines that we're flirting and getting to know each other. And nowadays, dude, I'm all crazy about, forget about graffiti. I want to get clear of all I'm doing and just to, try different disciplines. And I think that's where we should go these days.
Yeah, I feel the same way with music, right? And techno.
And I see you painting. Not painting, but doing graphics.
Yeah, we did a book and other things. I went to art school as well. Did you go to art school?
I did, unfortunately, yeah, I did.
Hey, it's Bill. Definitely not Tyler. So, couple things. You've probably noticed by now that we are not going to show you Felipe's face. He's an artist and he never shows his face in public. So that's why his face is, pink. The other thing that we're not going to show you is me because I'm not there because I broke my fucking leg.
No, I fucking graduated.
You graduated.
I was actually doing I remember when I was in second year, I was doing an art show at a proper contemporary art gallery, And I was telling the guy, like, please, can I not come tomorrow? Because I'm sick and tired of painting these naked women. Like, I've done that for 2 years, Can I please just go to my studio and paint my shit for my show? They were like, no, fuck your show. Come here, do the same thing over and over. But hey, my mom's an immigrant. She told me, you gotta graduate, and I did it for you, Mom.
Yeah, right.
I did it for you. She knows.
So, what was your family like? Do you have a mom and dad, or you just have a mom?
Yeah. Well, my dad passed away a couple of years ago.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Thank you. But we moved together with my parents.
Okay.
And they were the best. They're the best. My mom was still around.
I had a really supportive family, my parents as well. Yeah.
My parents were super supportive. They just wanted the best for me because they didn't have it all that easy,
Yeah, same.
That's why they moved to Spain.
Yeah.
Proper immigrants, They just came here with nothing. And they wanted the best for me. So they wanted for me to go to school and to graduate and all that shit. And I was trying to tell my mom, like, I'm telling you, graffiti is my thing. I'm telling you, it's going to be good. And she was like, you fucking crazy. Go to school. And I'm like, can I go to art school? And they're like, as long as it's cool. And that's what I did. And she still can't believe that I make a living out of that.
It's so fun. I had such a similar situation. Like, my mom she was like 18. My mom and my stepdad were together for like a really long time. But my mom, I remember when I was finishing high school and I wanted to go to school for music. I wanted to go to audio engineer school. She's like, that's not a real thing. And we settled on art school, right? And I was like, remember like afterwards being like, when I bought him a house, I was like, hey, I was like, if I went to engineer school.
Amazing. Good
but
for
having
you,
that supportive
my mom's
family.
actually moving to my previous house this week.
Amazing.
I'm so happy
in Valencia.
Yeah.
One thing about art school that I found was you do get like a kind of basis of art history of like what the arts are, and that kind of gets you into that world. Later, you kind of explore your own. I find today even that small background, that education of what art is, informed me to really start to become the artist I am today, and it kind of take my mind to that place. Do you find the same situation in some ways, like a little taste of what art school is worth, right?
I mean, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be the same without me going to school. But I mean, I just felt like I wasted time so much. You know,
Yeah,
that's what
100%.
That's what I
Yeah.
felt. Like I learned how to roll joints really well. You know, in school.
Hey, I've smoked
You know
one of your
what I mean?
joints.
You know what I mean?
It's a perfect joint.
It's like just wasted.
like
my
inside out.
Exactly. You know, like all that. I got it. Now, I think certainly art history. I think for me that was like very important because I didn't have any background. My dad used to be an iron worker. My mom did every job, you know, but nothing to do with arts.
Yeah.
Like so, I just knew that I could paint.
Yeah.
I knew that I just painted on the streets all day long. I knew that, but I had
obsession,
no idea.
right?
Yeah, I knew I could do it, but I had no idea about the history or nothing at all. So one thing that was very important for me to learn. Then I also learned about what means the contemporary art world, like the business, the industry,
Yeah.
and that I had no idea about, and now I do. And now I want to get clear of that as well, So it's like, I don't know if on one hand it's good to know the history, it's good to know what's going on in the world, but also I think it's amazing to be like totally edgy and out
of
the
everything.
be a nerd. Like
Yeah.
graffiti writers are, they're fucking nerds. They don't care about anything else other than that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the pure nectar, the pure.
It's like with music, underground, right? It's like this thing, but also at the same time, you're one of the few kind of, I would say, graffiti artists or muralists that has also been able to make this jump into being a kind of contemporary artist. It's kind of like me being an underground DJ and then becoming this bigger person, and then you have that kind of battle within yourself.
I'm
right?
blessed. I'm so
to
grateful.
still prove to the homies on the street that
but it's not.
I'm still that motherfucker,
Yeah,
right?
no. I mean,
Do you have that feeling a little bit?
I don't want to prove myself.
Not prove, but I'm
Now,
saying that little.
Yes, no, but that edge is not towards the rest of everybody else. It's
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
I
it's for
still
yourself.
got
For
that.
yourself, right?
I still got that, and I feel like these days I'm like, I'm part of this industry, the contemporary art world, whatever. And I still have that edge in me. Like I feel actually the art world is changing so much. I think in the next 10 years we're gonna see everything change radically.
Okay.
Like honestly,
How so?
dude. Like I mean, we're the last industry that we still have middlemen. Like
Yeah.
fucking fashion. You can buy online on
you
any
can produce
fashion
everything
brand.
yourself.
You can. I mean,
And a gallery
art-
takes like 50% or something like that.
I mean, musicians, you
Yeah.
guys fucking
that's-
put it on SoundCloud or on Bandcamp or on fucking Spotify yourselves. I mean, you can have. You can also be part of a big. How you call it?
You can be a big record label,
whatever.
but that kind of model is dying, right?
Exactly.
And
Well,
also in the art world, you're saying it's
I
kind
mean,
of
you can buy on
finishing.
Vitra.com. You can buy on anything now. The art world is still very opaque.
Yeah.
It's still the middleman is
controlled.
there. And dude, we have all the technology to change that.
Also with
And
the secondary
I hope my
world.
galleries are not watching right now. I love you guys. It's great working with you all.
But fuck you.
No, but seriously. No. I mean, it's not that I hate them or that I myself want to change things. In fact, it's doing really well for me. All I'm saying is that it is going to change. In the next 10 years, like kids these days, they can't even comprehend. Also, like collectors, they're like, why do I have to go to a gallery, to Art Basel, and convince the guy, and they're gonna sell it's all sold. Who the fuck are you? Let me see your collection.
Yeah.
Kids these days, like crypto people, like people that
Yeah,
have money these days,
They're just like,
they
yo.
don't fuck with that. They just buy LouisVuitton.com, They're like, I want my shit right now,
Now, yeah,
even if it's
instant.
fancy and if it's like,
The instant gratification of
right?
culture.
So that's gonna change for sure,
But do you think at the same time, it's kind of bullshit that we've handed the keys over to some, let's say, pop figures who like have now become the voices of contemporary culture, who really don't know so much about culture? That's even like Kanye West or whatever. Kanye West can be a genius in some ways, but in other ways he's a fucking idiot, right? And it's like at some point, like pop culture, or actually Kim Kardashian or these other people aren't really culture people at the end of the day, I mean, the art world gatekeeping to collecting is a bit fucked, It keeps people like myself out. I think there's, you know, like things about artists trading art with each other and doing things, buying art, collecting within each other, and keeping something. Do you feel like that is like is good, or do you just want it to be open for everyone? You think that, you know?
I mean, it's a great question. And of course, galleries act as filters, you know?
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, museums never go to artist studios and buy shit. They always go to galleries.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's a filter. Say, for example, you want to buy a Rolex.
Yeah.
You don't buy it on the street to some random guy. You go to a store because you don't want to get ripped off, you know? That's why you go to the store. Same thing for artists. Museums, they rather go to a gallery. You know, it's sort of a filter, you know?
Yeah.
And I think these days, with the internet and all the information that we have every day, if you're a museum director, you should be able to know if the Rolex is fake or not. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You have all the information of the world. You're fucking director of the Reina Sofia. You should know your shit. That's what galleries are doing. They're like validating, you know?
But yeah, it's a funny scenario of like how the commodification of the arts, right? And it's the same in music, because on the flip side, music has become an art form that has lost all value, right? Because of Spotify, because of the instant kind of situation, right? Like to be able for it to sell an album, it was worth something. And like I've kind of explored with my Lost Souls of Saturn project and all this other stuff of like how can you recontextualize or create some type of object or something that's worth more than just a Spotify listen, right? And that's like another question within our kind of community is like, how do we make music be worth something for people? You know, how do you make it be something of value,
Just
right?
think about the value of the art and not the commercial aspect.
Yeah, like you also work in digital art, but you also create objects, right? And like really incredible, like the, you know, pinwheels and all this stuff. And like also the murals. And it's like that is a kind of tangible thing. But with kind of some of your works, do you ever see some of your works living only in the digital world?
It's a struggle. I mean, it's a fight, internal fight that I had, of course, when the whole boom, or I mean, it's a movement.
NFT.
Actually, it's a biggest movement, art movement in the last 10 years. Actually, I just don't fuck with it. I try to make something of value, and for me to watch an image, just paint on canvas, is such a better medium than turning a TV on. I mean, it's just more efficient, you know. So, I don't know. It's a medium for sure, and I used it a little bit, and I guess I will use it more. But, I mean, right now, I'm not all that interested in that. But, hey, we were saying about, you know, value and how do you reconnect with your shit the way you used to do it when you were younger.
Yeah.
I had a really good conversation with this guy about, like, fuck, the world is fucked, and the arts and the music. And he said, dude, when everything is really fucked, in the politics and everything, think about Margaret Thatcher, then you get the Sex Pistols.
Yeah,
think about, you know, right now we get Donald Trump or whatever. Let's see, counterculture. You know, it's your moment to...
It's so good you said this, right? Because me and my friends had the similar conversation very recently. Because I was like, Trump got elected. It was this whole thing. And I was like, guys, I'm fucking excited.
Counterculture, bro.
Turn it back. It's time to turn it back on. It gives us a point again, right? That reaction to society, right? Because before, when society's so easy, everyone's like, oh, fucking sucking each other off. Oh, you're so great. But then art becomes really boring. You know, music becomes really boring. You know,
it's a great moment to make
10 Taylor Swift #1 albums in a row. But when everything's fucked, that's when the artists come back, and it's like the playground's open, boys.
Exactly.
You know, that's like you
go back to the garage.
You guys want to
make it happen.
You want to fucking party? Let's get weird. You know,
New York is fucked in the 70s. Then you get graffiti. You know,
get everything, because like a lot of times, the only thing that you have left is your body or what you can create, right? And that's the ultimate kind of form of expression, right? And the ultimate form of protest in so many ways. Oh, it's funny. Like, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Also, the idea of separating political views from the artists, like John Mouse and Ariel Pink. Yeah, and like them being
in the Capitol.
At the Capitol. So many people stopped listening to their music, but we were both like, how far out is that?
For me, John Mouse specifically, I mean, I still love his art. Because at some point, seriously, I think it was like, I don't know, 2015, something like that, he was my favorite artist.
Wow.
Period. And when I saw that, it was like, see my hero, and then actually, you should mix. I think
you can mix it,
Hey, it's Bill again. I just want to say,
Hey, what's going on? Why is Tyler doing my voiceovers? Yeah, all right, whatever. I'm here. Let's go.
It's understanding perspectives of people's lives. Everyone grows up with different things and different experiences, and you're like, you can start to see people how they are. And if I grew up like you in those circumstances, maybe you can also have those views, or because of us.
About the Capitol. If I saw everything you saw, I'd probably be at the Capitol, like raging. Like,
if you grew up in like Appalachia at a certain period of time in the 70s and 80s, you'd be like, man, these motherfuckers got something right now, and the goddamn, like I say, I'm the goddamn patriot. You know what I'm saying, man?
Wow. Just wow. I'm actually glad I broke my fucking leg. You know what? Tyler, you can finish this episode.
No, it's kind of funny, like in so many ways, like that there is this kind of point where so many of us like try to really polarize the world we live in and like make so many things absolute when there's so many gray areas, I find that kind of really interesting because I have some friends who are a bit conservative and they're still my homies and we talk shit to each other. And then it's like, where are we going to go have lunch?
And that is, and that's precisely civilization,
Yeah,
nature. Dude, there's always this great text I always go back to. It's called, in Spanish, it's Elogio al Maquillaje. So it's like praise to makeup, something like that. It's Baudelaire. It's a small text, like one page.
Okay.
And he says that makeup is the most refined thing. It's like civilization because fucking in nature is where animals kill each other. Nature is not good if you think about it, And now we're so civilized that we end up making paintings and fucking poetry and makeup. And I don't kill you, even though we don't think about. I mean, we don't. We're not the same fucking party, for instance.
We'll see. I mean, we're definitely not. But I'm like your home, for example. Like I find it when you invited me to your place in Valencia for like the little barbecue. I find it so cool. Felipe has created basically a studio, commune, utopian paradise in a way, but it was built from an ex-fascist home, right? The house during a time
Franco was alive.
Franco, exactly.
So the Spanish dictatorship was alive, and it was very hard to import anything. And actually, this house was the guy died in 1975. The house started being built in 72, and it's filled with Italian design. Actually, there's like some things that fucking people from Italy came with, acrylic perspex. They came and built on all that stuff, which is kind of weird. It's like, what connections you had?
How privileged were you? Yeah, exactly. It's like watching The Handmaid's Tale, and like you got Jezebels, and it's like some guy was like, look. Just leave me alone. I'm gonna there's like a disco in there.
Yeah. No, definitely something sketchy was going on. Actually, there was a fascist.
But it's the repurposing of a space like that to create a communal art space. I think is like quite interesting.
No, dude, I mean, I'm living the dream. Actually,
it's so incredible.
It's insane. What's
doing
happening
like
to me is insane.
in residencies as well, and getting other artists to come.
Yeah. So the house, I was actually planning. I wasn't planning to buy a house. First of all, I saved some money. I was looking for a warehouse or studio space, and I need a big setup. And for whatever reason, I was always finding warehouses in very rough, ugly areas, industrial areas. So I was like, at some point, I was like, let's find a huge house. Maybe I can fit all this in. And this house found me actually. I mean, when I saw it, it was like...
You can go to his Instagram and check it out, but it's gorgeous.
Thanks, brother.
Studio.
No, it's crazy. So I actually ended up... I mean, I was going to build the studio in the house. Then I realized there was available land to still
Yeah. Well, you
build.
made the extra building,
So I kept everything. I kept the house as a house, which is a huge house. So what I'm doing is I'm inviting all my friends. Everyone's asking me...
It's actually, I think, the coolest house I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's like the 70s design. Like there's a pool inside.
Yeah,
all the
weird
curves and like...
It's very curvy, which it's like the
so
casinos in Vegas.
cool.
It's all about like no edges. So that's what fucks with the
mind,
creative part of the brain. However, the studios where I work, it's all like straight lines.
Exactly.
It's all like. But yeah, what I'm doing is I'm inviting all my friends to do shit. And actually, before I started the renovation, I used to invite everyone, and people would tell me, dude, I would stay here and make an album for a month, and I'm like, all right, let's build a studio.
We gotta get Matt to come. Matt Deer.
It would be great.
Hi, Matthew Deer. We're going to be trying to interview some horses. Can I ask you a question right here? I apologize for that.
I'm going to be the friend connector on that one.
How we say it in Spanish, el mamporrero, you know what that is?
No.
It's the guy that connects the horses, you know, he's helping to
Help him jerk off?
to make babies.
Yeah. Like we got to
that's-
jerk off the horse.
Yeah. So you'd be that.
Yeah. Like I fucking, you know.
Yeah.
Matt's got a normal size cock.
Hey, everybody. Matt here. Today we're going to make a bug hotel. What you're going to need is a box that the bugs are going to want to come and live in. What else you could get for your bug hotel? Anything you want. Some moss, rocks, pine cones, pretty much everything that a bug could nest up inside. Got our bug hotel all ready to go. Last thing it's missing is a little sign. If I was a bug, I'd want to live there.
Getting back to that whole artist communication thing, creating a space for artists to talk in a very casual way. That's like the kind of point of even doing this. Like we came in here with like nothing to go on and we're just like spitballing of what's just kind of going on in the world. But like such incredible conversations and kind of ideas, I think, have always come out of friendships and artists talking to each other. Are there any other like artists that you have found or like close friends of yours?
Yeah, but
that created like,
with social
a community, right?
Dude, that's what happened with graffiti, you know? Like, even though I know I want to paint, it's great to know that this motherfucker has painted my spot. And you're like, what?
That territory thing.
Dude, and you go and paint next to him, you know? And it's like, boom, boom, and it builds. And these days, and this is what the house is facilitating, and actually these conversations, I think we should, mix with other disciplines.
The more, right?
No, but seriously, this is something I'm thinking quite a lot these days. You know how, in order to be a sculptor back in the Renaissance, you had to work under fucking Michelangelo for like 40 years in order to learn how to do it, and then you die, you know?
Yeah.
Now, these days, in order to be a sculptor, it's just 3D printed, you know? It takes 1 second. So technique is not important anymore.
No, it's about concept,
It's kind of weird
right?
because, I don't know how you feel about music, though. Like, have you tried Seudo, that AI tool?
No.
That you just basically give the
it gives
prompt,
any
give
voice,
the
right?
lyrics, like, write a cumbia villera, like Argentina and cumbia, about Seth Troxler going to the club and blah, and it's like, Seth Troxler going to the club. But seriously, it's wild.
It's good,
like, it's
right?
real good. And it's like, bro, like, I don't know, like, those things fuck my mind. And the future, for sure, is going to be all about ideas, not about, like, I know how to make something.
Yeah.
That's why, actually, Virgil Abloh, he was actually a great...
Virgil was a friend of mine. Did you know Virgil
I
as
never
well?
met him, but...
Virgil was the sweetest. But he was so excited about everything, and everything was about the idea.
Exactly. That guy, he was shift from discipline to discipline, and that's why he was so important, because that's the future for sure.
And that's what
bro.
he opened up for, I think, for all of us, is this polymath, right? Because like before, it was so concentrated in this idea of you have to be just this.
You had
or
to
you're
work
just
40 years
this,
in order to know how to do this, you know? And then you would die. And now, not anymore, you know? Like for me, back in the days, there were no... You wouldn't have find the caps like for a spray cans.
Yeah. You'd have to invent caps.
Bro. These days, kids they go on YouTube, they learn how to do a good graffiti piece in a week. So technique is not important anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just absorbing that. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's very powerful.
I don't know in art though. Do you have this thing that we have in music? Artists who don't make the art.
Yeah.
Don't even make the concept. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah, man. You don't make the concept,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? But you know, like, do you guys have like manufactured artists in the art world? Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's a type of artist that the art is not important, but the character, you know?
Yeah.
Which is also a type of art in a way, because that's acting, actually. It's just an art form, if you think about it. Actually, Dali, for instance, I think he was a great character, amazing artist as when it comes to like his character. Now he's painting. I'm really not interested. Crap.
Yeah.
Now that's why I don't show my face, to be honest. You know, because I'm a visual artist. I put so much fucking effort.
I mean, you're a good-looking guy.
In creating.
Gotta say.
No, I'm not. I'm cross-eyed.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Actually, like half of his face is like he's got this like thing going. You couldn't tell, but like he's paralyzed, and then there's like this eye that's like popping out, that might be bionic.
Slimy, yeah.
Yeah. Like you know that like weird, like the hunchback guy? That's what he looks like.
Yeah, but I do put so much effort in my art, my you know, the obra in Spanish means, well, actually this is the same word for to make a shit, you know, obrar.
Okay.
Means when you go to a doctor, the doctor doesn't say cagar, he says obrar. It's like to make an obra, you know? It's like what
offer.
What I offer, what I can do, you know what I mean? That's what my art is what I do. You know, I'm not an acting guy. I make shit that I want. That's what I want you to see. There's also the other type character, which is quite the opposite. That the obra doesn't really matter, but then they're great characters. That's what I see as the fakest in the art industry.
It's the same with our industry, and I tell it to kind of young kids. There's like entertainers, and then there's artists, right? And like an artist, no matter if you were famous or not, you do that every day because you wake up because that's what you do, right? And I think you become good because so many people, let's say electronic or music, right? DJs, this is my world, right? All these young kids, they kind of think, they get in the head so much about, I need to make this move like this, and I got to be like this and do like this.
And I wear a Kangol backwards.
Yeah, and I could be like this,
so
and I got...
They recognize me because I'm doing, you know...
my hair is like this, and they're like, they'll talk to me, can you give me some advice, or how did you guys do it? And we're like, man, we were just living it. Like, it wasn't a thing that we came up with in our minds, like we're going to start a movement. We were just going to raves and getting high and like really being into the music and being like, this is my entire existence. For fucking, since I was 13, this is all I've done, you know, every day of my entire life. And I don't think about it so much. I just kind of do it, right? It's like we were even talking about this before, this kind of laziness, or you were saying that like the flow state, or kind of like this.
Shortcuts.
Oh, everything's short. I mean, my whole life, it's like work smart, not hard, you know, in a way.
No, but what I'm saying is that, you know, people don't want to know about the art or about the music. They just want to...
they just want to be famous.
Yeah, they want a shortcut. And it's like, I mean,
that
if you want to be a good artist, at least you should know your shit and, I mean, try to offer something, not just a gimmick for me to remember you.
Yeah,
you know?
or that other people are doing that you can copy, you know? But it's like, I kind of like, I was talking about DJing, and you were saying like when you play, how you kind of get in this kind of, this zone where like, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. Like I'll be up there and just kind of like da-da-da. And I remember today at somewhere, this kid, like at the airport or something, they're like, you know, I've seen you all these different times and it's always different. Like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of get up there and I see what's going on and I just fucking play some music.
Hey guys, Bill here again. Still definitely not Tyler. So just wanted to say how much I love my friend Seth, and I respect him and admire everything he just said about how he DJs, because he really is an incredible DJ and has always inspired me as a DJ to be better. And I love him very much, and I like his head and his hands and his shoulders and his hair and also his feet and his tummy.
Mm-hmm. You know where the zone is? When you have enough skills and enough challenge. Right in that middle, so that's the zone.
But by not knowing what you're doing, you're giving yourself the challenge, right? Like when you're kind of up there, you kind of look at it and you just figure it out, you know?
I mean, it happens to me, seriously, when I'm painting, like a graffiti piece, you know, I can do it, right? But I'm
but
always
you also
trying
do
to...
such large works.
Just get on a fucking ladder.
No, but there has to be some degree of preparation.
Oh yeah, man.
For I mean, when you're doing an entire building.
Yeah, but it's something that it's like when you play in front of like this this huge crowds. How do you not get nervous or something? Because because you started playing like in front of 100 people, then 1,000, and then 50.
I feel like the smaller amounts of people, it's harder.
Yeah. But what I was saying is that. I mean, recently I painted my biggest mural in Jersey City, and I went there with two of the guys. I went there with like 4 guys, but 2 of them they never painted on a fucking skyscraper like that, right? And they were like, wow, they were so nervous. How are we gonna do this? And I'm like, chill, bro. Like I've never painted a 25-story mural, but I did paint a 17-story mural, and then before that a 15, and then a 10, and then so you work your way up, and you've built your confidence as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's got it for me. That I'm not good at heights. That's got to be the scariest thing. It's like
To be up there. I mean, actually, when that was last spring in New York.
Are you like?
And we
are
had
you tethered to something?
2 earthquakes, a solar eclipse, and what else happened? And it rained a lot throughout the month.
Do you have like a care? Are you like?
Yeah.
You're strapped in.
Yeah, no, usually like strapped to the thingy, to the swing stage.
Yeah.
That shit falls. Yeah. But no, it doesn't happen. I mean, at least not in New York. I remember years ago in Ukraine, the crane was operated by a drunk Ukrainian. I don't know,
Sometimes death. Sometimes death nearly happens.
Actually, in my friend Hawks, who's from Miami, he was painting in Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah.
Huge building, and his assistant died. And that was a huge hit for our community.
Yeah, I can
It was
understand that.
insane, bro. Like
It's like Jack dying for us, like someone close with the whole.
There you go. No, it was crazy. It was the swing stage just fell one of the sides. It went like this, and my friend Hawks, I don't know how the fuck he survived.
Yeah.
His assistant didn't, and shit can happen.
Shit happens.
Hawks, you're the best.
Shit does happen. Have you lost a lot of friends in your life? I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot of friends. A lot.
Sorry about that, man.
No, it's just life. It's just life.
for sure.
But sometimes me and my friends in music, we ask each other, we're like, is it normal I'm like 10, 15 really close friends. Like,
why do you think that is? Is it like the nightlife? Or?
I don't know if it's a nightlife thing or if it's a maniac thing. I feel like smart people tend to kill themselves more.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like a thing.
No, it's powerful. I mean, no, it's a good thing to talk about it, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't get that, but many friends go to jail.
Oh, you guys?
Yeah.
My friends die. Your friends go to jail.
And actually,
that's like the
let me
difference.
say something.
The difference in the
let me tell you
careers.
something.
Right?
Actually, that heals. I went to jail for 11 days only in
Yeah,
Tokyo.
I've been to jail.
And dude, when that happened to me, that was 2012, and I really felt like I hit rock bottom like crazy. I had no money. I was like, how the fuck am I gonna get out from here? The guy, this government Japanese lawyer, he came in and he said, no, I figured it's gonna be 6 months. And I was like, great. After that, and after I went out, I was like,
Time to get
I
my shit
really
together.
took my career, my life more seriously, and it really helped.
So that was it. You said this is 2012. So was that like the turning point for you?
Absolutely.
That you were like, this is the
100%,
time,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. I really took it more seriously. I mean, I was just...
And how old are you? You're 37?
I'm 38.
38, yeah.
You?
I'm 85, so you're
Oh.
87, no?
June 23rd, 86.
Oh, wow. My son is the 22nd of June.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a big party. I mean, I know he loves Ibiza.
Yeah, he does.
Is that the 3-year-old?
Huh?
Is
the
that-
3-year-old, yeah. 3 turning 4. He is he's a funny boy. I had to explain to him death the other day. And it's like the complex conversations that also makes you kind of reflect on yourself when you have children. It's really a thing. I'm really into sci-fi. You like, I
Yeah, I mean, not so much actually.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
That's surprising to me.
I know, right? Yeah, actually.
I would have considered you full
No, my favorite movie is Annie Hall, bro.
Annie Hall.
I know. I haven't watched Star Wars, for instance.
Ever.
Not yet.
I know a guy named
I will
Star
watch
Wars
it.
who has never watched Star Wars.
Yeah.
But even in like the most dystopian kind of ideas, or the book 1984, right? Mm-hmm. And this thing everything's totally fucked, but he still at some point has a small moment where he finds love, right? And that's like, I think, even in the hard world of, he's like, my kids will be alive in 2100. And that's like fucking crazy to think about.
That's crazy
right?
if you think about
it's
that, yeah.
really an insane scenario.
It's there's this book. It's Progress by it's a Swedish author, and it's Progress. That's the title, right? And it's pretty wild if you read it. Like if you go back in history, I know resources wise it's complicated, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. But if you go back in history, you'll see that way more people would die of starvation.
Yeah.
So much more than nowadays. There used to be slavery. There used to be people would kill each other way more worse.
We were living in like the most barbaric times before, and now we're living in the best times.
Seriously, that's but it's proved.
Yeah.
It's going better. Although we have more information and you get to see more fucked up shit on the news and everything. But it's not all that bad if you think about it compared to
It's like this
past.
idea that like basically we're all
optimistic.
We're all living like kings. Like, for example, like what you could eat, like even what I had for lunch, like at Can Pilat was like a king's meal.
Exactly.
Like,
For real.
I was like, I'll have duck, pig, steak, chicken.
She was so sweet before.
Give it
she
all
was
to
like,
me.
do you want water? And I'm like, yeah, still of sparkling with lemon or lime. And I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? Lemon or lime, that's
But
insane.
we're like,
you know?
we're
That's
all
beautiful.
complaining of how it's just the worst times when you've got like a
And I get
supercomputer
to
in your
choose
pocket.
between fucking yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Like my life is
Yeah.
I'm struggling so
Yeah,
hard.
no, bro, we're good.
It's
we're
like
good.
this kind of Gen Z
and
thing,
we figured
right?
it out actually. Like we're getting to be smarter and smarter, and with your kids are. I mean, that's my opinion, right? But they're gonna
I
be
think it's
amazingly
true,
fine.
though, right?
Huh?
I think it's true,
true,
that we
though.
are getting to this place.
This episode of Flirting with Friendship is brought to you by the future. The future is awesome. Come to the future. We'll see you when you get here.
So I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I want to talk to you about a shared passion of both of ours, raving and music.
Yeah,
you know?
with Amnesia or no? Are you gonna get me on the list,
Yeah,
or
we're co-
do I have to fucking bug Alexis?
No, we got to call Alexis. No, but like, so it's kind of funny because we met at Circle Loco. We met at a rave, and this is like I find clubs and electronic music to be a place where it's like great cultural binder, and it's like the mixed bowl, like the people you meet at parties. It's kind of funny because you're like be in the back in the green room having a bit of a laugh. And then later you're like, okay, like talking, you start the friendship thing, and you're like, oh, what do you do? You're like, oh, I do this. And I've met some of the most interesting people, actually all the interesting people of my life I've met at electronic music parties. How did you get into like raving and electronic music?
I mean, it's important to celebrate, no? And that's why it's cool. It's a cool environment usually because people that are there to have a good time. And sometimes you're not always having a good time. Like people do have to work and do shit that they don't want to do. And when you're in that environment, it's a celebration, you know? So people are showing their best.
Right.
And that's fantastic. That's, sometimes you go to the grocery store and the person you're talking to, they're not in the best mood, but maybe that person is amazing, you know? But when they're at the party, you meet them at the party,
then you see the great person, the best version.
side of them, you know?
So the best versions of people's selves.
Are there your parties?
Huh? Yeah, my party
Are there your
specifically.
parties?
Yeah. It's like Hector always says, La Fiesta.
Yeah, man, it's important. And I do want to be part, you know, and I do rave. And I do have a very, how you call it, like a schedule. Like, countries and cultures, they're all very different, you know, religions, languages. But most cultures, they agreed on the 5-2 system, you know.
What's this?
5 days of work, 2 days of weekend, right?
Yeah.
Just wild if you think about it.
Yeah.
All the fucking cultures, they do that mostly. I mean, there are some that don't.
Yeah, but generally, I mean, sometimes the day is a bit different.
So I apply that shit like, rigorously.
Rigorously, yeah.
So I work Monday to Friday. I work on, I build. I work on my art or whatever I build. And then 2 days a week, I don't build. I just get crazy. And that's my system.
It's like DJs are 2-5 though.
No, exactly. You guys, I don't know how you do it. That's actually, tell me.
Or sometimes, I'm saying because some DJs only work on weekends, so it's like 2 days a week of work.
Right.
And then
No,
5
but then
days off.
throughout
But
the
like,
No, but there's people that
I
work
play
in
like
the night.
5-6 shows a week, you know. It's
But
great.
you guys sometimes, I know a lot of people that work at night and they party. Like they work, but they also party. And I don't know how that. I mean, for me, it can't work. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm, you know, when I'm in the studio or when I'm painting or whatever I'm doing, I don't drink a beer. I don't.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. When
You
I'm in
know?
the studio making music, maybe a joint
Uh-huh.
here and there just to get like a bit relaxed. Later, if I'm editing,
Right.
You know, if I get in that kind of edit mode or research mode or something, then I
Like
like
something mechanic, no?
I get a bit stoned. Then I'm like, but when I'm like writing, like the idea of taking like hard drugs or something when you're making art just makes no sense to me.
Oh no! I mean, absolutely no. But so what's the percentage? Actually, I never thought of that. You maybe don't do it by days, but you do it by, you know what I mean?
It depends. Like, I mean, I think if you're an artist and you work for yourself, you're always working no matter what, you know, and either you're coming up with stuff.
Yeah.
I think artists need time. You got to have that time off, right? Mental time off to get the things out, you know? So if I'm in the summertime, though, I'm playing 5 days a week, which is way too much, you know, because then you have no recovery. And then in the winter, or other times it's maybe 2. So it's like the opposite.
Yeah, but then there's the winter is the summer in
It's somewhere
South
else.
America
Exactly.
or whatever.
This is what my wife says. She's like, you know, when is it going to just be like
European summer.
time for us? You know?
No, it's crazy, bro.
That's
I mean,
funny.
good on you. You're animals. Yeah, but I do party. I think it's so important to just to keep me balanced. You know, it's so important
For the mind,
and
right?
Then I get to meet a lot of people in their best version, and that helps the rest of my week. You know.
So I like that idea that we present the best versions of ourselves when we're the happiest, right? Or like when we're in a state to like want to celebrate. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. And people, say for example, Burning Man. You know how they give you a playa name and everything, because people actually what they are at Burning Man is what they actually want to be. I do have a playa name. It's Felipe Pantone, bro. It's my made up name. It's I'm myself every day, really. You know. But some people actually, I don't know, they work at a bank or something, and then they go at Burning Man, and they show their best version.
Have you been to Burning Man?
Yeah, I've been once, and I really want to go back this year. I went to when it rained and it was crazy and it was amazing.
That's amazing.
I loved it.
All my friends because I used to go a lot, and then I stopped going because I used to like go, trip, run around naked, have a total mental breakdown, and like it was just the best thing ever. And then I was like, this is great. And then more and more people started to like know who I was, and I couldn't be like totally anonymous. It started changing and stuff that I just kind of stopped going. But all my friends who were at the year because we used to have to build everything. I think there's so much in hard work that like is so rewarding, you know? It's kind of like hard work and also like personal drive, I think come from this deep place. You know, if you're really into it, because good things aren't really eeasy.
Right.
You know, and when it's hard, that's when you're in Burning Man and you get to that moment where you're like, fuck. Like there's something freeing about that, like, God, this is hard, but I'm going to get through it. And when you get through it and you kind of have these other moments, you're just like, life is tight. We are living in the best times, right?
For me, when it rained and everything went crazy, for me it was the best moment,
Like
bro.
the symphony of tragedy.
I grew up in the shit, you know. Seriously.
Yeah.
I felt the best, you know. Super helpful. You could do shit. I get you out of the fucking mud, you know. Let me get put something under the wheel and I get you out.
But I think
felt
that's
so
like
good,
that says a lot about your personality, because there is like, I think can-do people, and those are the people who tend to achieve things. It's a personality trait. Because if I'm at a situation like that and not helping, then you start to go a bit mad. But many other people are just kind of like sit back and they're just like happy to like, you know, not really be in that seat.
But it's also a lot of people there. They really succeeded by being like super chill in the shit, you know, which is also like a superpower,
right?
It's also a superpower. Recently, I was with a friend of mine.
To be super chill in the shit is
that's
the superpower,
It
right?
is, actually, to be like,
To be able to be nonchalant about like the kettle is boiling, I'm in the pot,
Yeah.
but it's okay,
Yeah.
right? I can't do that. If I'm in the pot and it's boiling, I gotta get the fuck out. I gotta move. I gotta do something. But so
but
many
sometimes-
people. I mean, America as a whole, they're just like it's like the kettle is on fire.
But find, that's what we're talking about, the counterculture. Find
Yeah.
your balance. If you don't like that craziness that you're witnessing, then find something to do, right? And there was this friend of mine that we were at we're after party at this villa, and there were like many flies, and the guy was like, fucking flies everywhere, fucking flies. And I'm like, what are they doing to you? Are they biting you? Are they being violent? Like a mosquito? Okay, because it's being violent, fucking flies just sitting there, bro. Chill. You're in the shit, I know.
You're in the shit, but like
sometimes-
enjoy it a little
I mean,
bit.
it's what it is. There's fucking flies today.
Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball something before we go, because I'm getting a little hungry.
Okay.
All right. You got a question?
I get very profound when you ask me this type of shit, but
Yeah.
so what?
I got a good one.
No, I can't.
I got a good one. I got a good one. Will we get in the shit tonight?
Exactly. How are we gonna get out?
How are you get out of the shit tonight? Huh?
What you got?
As I see it, yes.
I see.
It says, as I see it, yes.
Seth and Felipe did get into the shit that night. So much so that they never came home. In fact, some people say they're still out there partying right now.
As you see it,
So
this
I
is
guess,
great. What
like,
is this
I guess-
amazing device?
The Magic 8 Ball. You never seen one of
I've
these?
never seen this before.
What?
No. We'll get out of the shit for sure tonight. It is decidedly so.
See, twice. So there it is. Hey, man, I just want to say thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming on
brother.
and us
Thank
doing
you.
this. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man,
Let's go
it's
get some
great to
pizza
flirt
and then
and
get
to-
ready to get in the shit tonight, huh? Amazing. Thank you.
Flirting with Friendship is produced by executive producers Nikita Stanley, Jesse Rogg, Craig Pettigrew, and Seth Troxler. Seth is an EP? What is going on here? Their co-executive producer is Lee Adams. Aaron Kulik is our live production director. He's also a VFX and motion graphics supervisor. Our director of photography is Lucas Strebel. Yes, we filmed this. You can go watch it on YouTube. Which brings me to Veronica Gessa, our incredible set designer, also known as Moki Baby or Moki. Check her work out. It's really incredible. Again, watch it on YouTube. Our editor is Tyler Christie. Our sound design and original composition is by Jasper Van Dyke. Seth was our music supervisor. Wait a second. No, he's not. I'm pretty sure I was. Not sure why Seth is getting all these credits. Anyways, who else? Our camera operator is Joseph Holton, aka NYX. A lot of nicknames here. Our camera assistant is Jake. I don't know Jake's last name. Sorry about that, Jake. It's Jake Smith. Our production sound mixer is Joel Yule. And last but not least, big thank you to our team at Kizzy Music for all of our additional music and to TV Store Paris for their help in our set design. That is it. I'm out of here. Bye. Yo, is this still on? If you're still listening, you either really like this show or your AirPods are somewhere in a washing machine. Either way, thanks for sticking around. That was Flirting with Friendship, and we're doing this again week after next on Tuesday and every other Tuesday after that, unless the grid collapses or Seth forgets what day it is. Once again, this was a Stratasonic production. Yes, somehow this is professional. And I'm legally obligated to tell you to follow us on all social media platforms at Flirting with Friendship. Watch the video podcast on YouTube, subscribe, leave a review, rate the show, and send it to someone else. Remember, be good to your friends. And if you can't be, well, call us and tell us why. 866-608-BFFS. Seriously, we have a phone number. Bye.